invite you to the New Orleans Region Black Chamber of Commerce radio show here at high noon. So I'm your host today. My brother Anthony Bridges is not with us today, but I will be hosting you. So I need each and every one of you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Today, my guest is none other than Dr. Gabrielle Clark, the owner of Brand New Feet Cosmetic, Foot Care, and Medical Spa in New Orleans East. So, Doc, tell the listening audience who you are and what you do.
Hi, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here today. Thank you for having me. So, as mentioned, my name is Dr. Gabrielle Clark. I'm a board certified podiatrist, and that is a foot and ankle surgeon, and I specialize in wound healing, amputation prevention, and medical foot care and spa services.
Okay, so I was reading your bio, and it said that you had been doing this for a while, and then something in particular guided you to this in particular. So, can you expand on that?
Yes. So, throughout my extensive years of training as a foot and ankle surgeon, basically, throughout my residency years in New York, I was called to the emergency room. It was really early in the morning, about 2:30 a.m. And, as a typical doctor who's on call, we get these emergency room calls often. And at this point in time, it was for an infected ingrown toenail. And so you can only imagine I'm at home chilling at night with my family, and I get this call from an emergency room physician. It's like, yeah, doc, I have a consult for you. It's a young lady, with a really grossly infected toenail. We're really afraid. We don't know what to do. So I go in, I work the patient up, and we took wound cultures and everything. Sure enough, this patient had a very aggressive nail salon infection that she had occurred in, which ultimately led to an amputation of her great toe. And so, as we can all imagine, that was very, very disturbing for herself, her family, and everyone. And basically, this poor patient had been going to this nail salon for years. Family had been going there and everything. And it was just an unforeseen event where she went to this nail salon, unfortunately got this infection that led to an amputation, and it was very devastating for the family.
Okay, so how does the services that you provide prevent these type of things from happening? Or when an infection does occur, what do you do to stop that infection and to heal that patient?
Yeah, so I'm glad you asked. So basically, what we do at Brand New Feet Medical Foot Care Spa is one, we make sure that all of the instruments and everything that we use is hospital grade sanitized. We go through a dual sanitation process, and everything is sanitized and sterilized just as you would any surgical instruments in a hospital operating room setting. Secondly, we make sure that anything that is not sanitized, such as our filers or things like that, is one person per use. We don't reuse any of that. Also, because we treat mostly medical conditions of the foot, we're making sure not to spread anything, and we're giving you those prescriptions and everything that you need to help to further take care of it. Secondly, when you come to Brand New Feet Medical Spa, all of our medical nail techs are certified and trained to treat medical conditions. So if you wanted to get that pedicure just to let your toes look nice and pretty, and then you also had a foot concern that you wanted to be addressed, you can relay that to one of our medical nail techs, and they can further assist you or get you with a consultation with myself or any one of our foot care or wound care specialists to further evaluate and treat you.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about getting your feet done and all that kind of stuff, and it's a misconception or a conception that only women get their feet done. So is Brand New Feet only for women?
No, we service everyone, not only men and women, but children as well.
Okay.
There are so many athletes, young athletes, right? And they're wearing certain shoes. Our kids, they grow at rapid rates. Their feet, 1 minute they're wearing a size 7, and 2 weeks later they're in a size 8. And so, with wearing shoes that are narrow or tight and playing in sports a lot, oftentimes kids develop athlete's feet,
Okay.
tinea pedis, nail fungus, all of those issues that we want to address early, right? Get ahead of them before it worsens. And so it's not just the elderly population or women getting pedicures for beauty, but also our men, because our men work hard. They're on their feet a lot, oftentimes wearing steel toe boots and things like that. So, yeah, we take care of everyone.
Okay, if you don't want your feet to be beat, go to Brand New Feet. Go
Absolutely.
check out Dr. Clark at Brand New Feet. All right, Doc, so what do you hope Brand New Feet Cosmetic Foot Care and Medical Spa brings to the community?
Yeah, so what I'm hoping that it brings is one, confidence,
Okay.
right? I want it to bring great quality of health, because if our feet is hurting, right, how are you going to work? How are you going to make that income that you need to take care of your household? How are you going to take care of your families and dance around and at parties and have a great social life? So we want to bring joy, confidence, health, renewal to everyone.
Okay, so being a citizen of New Orleans, dancing around at parties and second lines and different events that we have here in our city, which is the birthplace of jazz. So you got to have your feet right and your feet tight to be able to do all the things that you need to do while you're out there in those streets. So please take heed to everything that Doc is saying. And Doc, how can they contact you and schedule appointments or what have you for Brand New Feet?
Yeah, so you can contact us. Our phone number is 504-475-FEET, FEET. So that's 504-475-3338. So that's how you can schedule an appointment, or you can visit us on our website, www.mybrandnewfeet.com.
And if you have any questions about your feet or you just want to speak to the doctor, you can call in at 504-582-9422. So please give us a call. Please give us a holler to speak to the doctor, see what's going on with your feet. So, Doc, what makes New Orleans East a special place for you personally and professionally?
Oh, wow. Well, I've spent most of my time, I grew up around New Orleans East throughout my high school years and things. I have a lot of family and friends that are located in New Orleans East. And so bringing health and wellness to the New Orleans East community was my number one ultimate goal once I finished my training in New York and through Miami, just because I know that that's what we lack. You know, New Orleans East is such a great place to live. You know, many homeowners, many business owners, many middle to upper class populations there. So we wanted to make sure that we are servicing everyone.
Good deal. So beyond running the Brand New Feet cosmetic foot care and medical spa, how are you involved in the local community?
Oh, yeah. So I'm also involved with the local community by doing routine foot health clinics and just overall health wellness checks. I often do a lot of education at a lot of the population, like Haino populated facilities. I go there and just do some foot health education to everyone, diabetes education, education on poor circulation and neuropathy. And so we do a lot of health fairs and just outreach. Also, right next to Brand New Feet, we have a health and wellness food company serving acai bowls and superfood bars with smoothies and all sorts of anti-diabetic, anti-hypertension type of snacks that you can have, so that if you are trying to get a hold of your health conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, we have some nutritional snack options for you there as well.
All right, so you told us about Brand New Feet. Now you're telling them about the other business. So how many businesses do you have, and what are they?
Oh, well, it's funny you ask. So I have a few businesses. So one, as I mentioned, In a Bowl is basically a superfoods and wellness acai company. We have a mobile vehicle where we basically go out to the festivals, parties, and we service those communities with fresh, healthy acai bowls. We also have a storefront right next to Brand New Feet at 10555 Lake Forest in Suite 1P. Another business I have is Lafitte Foot and Ankle, right? That's our medical side of the business. Anyone with those intense medical issues that needs to be addressed, such as wounds that are hard to heal, right? Some patients have chronic wounds that they've had present for 2, 3. We've had some patients who've had wounds since before Katrina.
Wow.
Yeah, and so they're coming to us with to get a second or third opinion because they were threatened with amputations of their limbs. And so we have advanced medical grade treatments that helps to heal those wounds in record time, from 3, 4, 5 weeks versus months or years. And so that's the Lafitte Foot and Ankle side of the business, where, you know, like I said, any sort of extreme medical issues that you have regarding your lower extremity, or if you need any foot surgery, you'll come to see me there. And then we also have a school, the Cosmetic Foot Care and Medical Aesthetics Academy. So that's where any of you, if you're stuck in your careers, any of my nurses, if you're a LPN, RN, or NP, and you're looking to advance your career within the field of healthcare, foot care, and wound care, you can come to our school at CFMA underscore academy on Instagram or CFMA.academy online, and visit our website to check out the programs that we have to offer to become a certified podiatry medical assistant or a certified wound care or foot care specialist.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So you got to love feet to do what you do.
Yes, yes.
All right. So how have you collaborated with any other local businesses or organizations?
Oh, we have not as of late. Well, actually, we did. Oak Street Health. We've
Okay.
collaborated with them for the past year or so, helping to, like I said, go out in communities and provide health care, foot care, and also education to those clients who are involved with Oak Street. We haven't done many other partnerships that I can think of at the moment.
What is your advice? What advice would you give to someone looking to start a business in New Orleans, and not only just New Orleans, but New Orleans East?
Yeah, I think that starting a business in New Orleans East is great. That's where we need the business there. We oftentimes have to travel really far, whether it's going uptown or where people are going to say that's not far, but uptown or Metairie, Kenner, across the river, Algiers area. So in New Orleans East, we have so many residents who will benefit from any of your business ideas. So definitely, I say go for it. It's going to take a lot of hard work and dedication. Every single one of my businesses, we got it from the ground, building it from the ground up. And it takes time. It takes patience. You're going to have some days where you're going to cry because you're like, oh, I'm out here and I'm doing all
Right.
this. And, you're not getting that return on your investment. But that's okay. It'll all come, in the end. And so far, I've been in business for 5 years as an entrepreneur and physician. And it's been great.
Okay. What are some of the key lessons you've learned in your journey as a business owner?
Whew, patience.
Ah,
Yes. Definitely patience is the number one key. If God has given you the gift, the vision, right, to start this business, to try to execute it, you just have to be patient each and every day. Don't be tough on yourself. Don't look at other people, and see what they're accomplishing. I just never compare myself to others. That's one thing that I just never do. Whatever one person has for them, that's for them. God has it for them. And their experiences, their setbacks, their hardships, or even their successes, you may never encounter any of that. So you just try to stick to yourself and be driven.
okay. I did the ribbon cutting with you at your facility, and it's a magnificent place. So, can you tell us about the vision that you had to put this place in place? Because once you go through those doors, it's very euphoric. It's like you're in a whole nother world, a whole nother land.
Yes. Well, just me and my personality, I'm a spa lover, right? And as I mentioned, I've lived in different parts of the United States, and I would often have spa memberships, whether it was a day spa that I would go to several times a month or several times a week, right? And so going to all of these different spas, I love to relax. I love healing. I'm all about holistic treatments and things like that. So one thing I knew, when you walk into those doors, you want to feel a sense of relief, a sense of peace, right? Whatever you had going on in your mind, or before you walk through those doors, we want you to forget about that. So when you come in, we're going to welcome you with a warm, welcoming greeting. You're going to come in, you're going to just kind of feel that healing start to begin, right? And once you walk out, I just wanted something that was very luxurious,
Right.
just really nice aesthetically, and just going to warm your heart as you're being serviced. And I think we've accomplished that. It's a beautiful facility. Shout out to my contractors who have been working with me every step of the way with every project that I give them. They're so great. And, I'm just so happy to see that vision, come to life and see the aesthetics part.
Okay. So, not only do you work on the feet, tell us about the products that you have for people that don't have an appointment but know what they need, and your staff is very apt to tell them what they need and what products that they can purchase.
Yes. So I have an entire product line of all vegan, cruelty free, organic products that is dedicated to healing your feet. Because, like I mentioned, we treat a lot of patients who were either immunocompromised because of diabetes, prior cancer history with chemotherapy, radiation. Some patients may not want to take prescription medications for whatever reason, or they may already be on 5 or 6 other medications and they don't want to add to their regimen. And so, this product line is a holistic product line so that we can have at home treatments. Once patients leave our spa, they can go home and keep the maintenance up, right? Because when you come to see us in the spa, you'll get immediate results. You'll see that from the time you walked in and before you walk out, you'll be like, wow. And you want to make sure that you're keeping it up. You want to make sure the fungus doesn't come back. You want to make sure that if you're having lymphedema, lower extremity swelling, we have lymphatic drainage soaks, right? We want to keep that fluid out to prevent wounds and all of these things. So every single one of my products that I have designed and created are designed to help with your overall health and foot care because that's important for your quality of life. So when you come in, you'll see the different products that we have to offer, and you can also check us out online for those products that you can use at home.
Okay. So once again, I know somebody is sitting out there right now looking at their feet like, man, you know what? I need to make this call. I need to make an appointment. I know somebody that knows somebody that needs to get somebody over there. And right now, for the next few minutes, you have the opportunity, the once in a lifetime opportunity to talk to Dr. Gabrielle Clark here, that's live in living color. Please dial 504-582-9422 to get on the line and get on the call. Now, if you are interested in being a member of the New Orleans Region Black Chamber of Commerce, you can contact yours truly at norbcc.chairman2025@gmail.com. And Doc, you are a member of the New Orleans Black Chamber of Commerce. How long have you been a member, and how's your experience been?
Yes, well, I've only been a member for a short period of time now.
Okay.
Let's say about a month. But my experience so far has been great. Having you guys come out to our grand opening was, just put the icing on the cake. I really and truly appreciated that. And so far, being you guys have been reaching out, just setting up this interview is amazing. So I'm pleased to be a part of it.
Okay.
Definitely.
Cool. So here's the other part. Now we do have a women's event, a women's empowerment event coming up on Friday, October the 3rd, 2025, here on the campus of Xavier University. More information will be coming out with that and about that. So here, as I have Doc here with me, we're inviting her to come out to the event and not only be at the event, but to be a part of the event. And we're going to ask her to also set up a vendor spot so everybody can see her products and also purchase her products at the event. So please, ma'am, and please, sir, let ma'am come on out to the women's event and buy your tickets, buy your tables, buy your vendor spots so you too can be there. And we're working on something very special for that particular event. All right, Doc, what are your future goals for Brand New Feet, cosmetic, foot care, and spa?
Future goals. Well, as of now, we have 3 locations.
Okay.
Right? Slidell, New Orleans East, and Metairie. Future goals is to get a location in another state and just continue to provide great quality foot care and also to train a lot more certified medical nail techs all across the country. We get inquiries all the time from people all the way in the Bahamas who wants to come and take our courses. So getting more certified medical nail techs out here so that we can have quality foot care and people are not getting these nail salon infections and ending up with, complications such as amputations. So definitely that is the goal for Brand New Feet, to get more certified medical nail techs out here in the community.
Okay, if you're sitting there, you're looking at your feet, and you're saying, you know what, I need to call Doc to take care of my feet. And not only that, but I need a new career. Doc, how can they reach you again?
Yes, so you will reach us at cfma.academy or on Instagram at cfma_academy. And that's C Cosmetic Foot Care Medical Aesthetics, CFMA.
All right, we got a call. Caller, Ms. Sherry, you're on the air.
I just wanted to know, does she take insurance?
Yes, we do. So we do accept insurance. To book an appointment with your insurance, you'll give us a call at 504-888 FOOT, FOOT, and that's 3668.
All right, Miss Sherry.
Wait,
Anything else?
you said 504-888.
FOOT. So I believe that's 3668.
Okay. And
Yes.
and that's to check for insurance or something?
Yeah, so that's where we can run your insurance to make sure that we do accept your insurance plan, and we can
Mhm.
get your reason for your visit and go ahead with setting you up an appointment. And just to be
Okay.
clear, brand new feet medical spa does not accept insurance. That is a cash-based service because it's a medical spa and it's considered cosmetic. But if you want to come and see us at the where we do accept insurance, you will come to the business Lafitte Foot and Ankle, and that's that
Mhm.
phone number I gave you, 504-888 foot.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All
All
right,
right.
no
Thank you,
problem.
Miss
Thanks for
Sherry.
calling.
Okay.
So, brand new feet and the foot and ankle,
Lafitte Foot and Ankle.
the feet, foot and ankle. See, you got the whole foot care covered
Yeah.
below your knee. Everything is covered.
Yes.
Dealing with your feet right here at Brand New Feet, Cosmetic Foot Care and Medical Spa. Now, it's a long name. It's kind of tongue twisting at times, and I got a little lisp, so it takes a while. But also, you've heard us say time and time again. She did not say office. She keeps saying spa,
Yes.
and it's really and truly a spa, and you would really have the spa treatment. So, with that being said, Doc, we got about a few more questions. This one in particular. What are some of the biggest challenges you faced as an entrepreneur and business owner?
Finances. Finances, funding. Whenever you first initially start up, you have to grow it, and it's even with being a physician, right? We have to wait for insurance plans to give us our refunds back on our patients that we've serviced, right? So if I see 20 patients today, I may not get paid from those 20 patients until 3 weeks from now. And so, you know, that takes time because I'm providing a lot of my inventory, right? Whether I'm using a scalpel, I'm using gauze, I'm using ace bandages, cling wrap, cast material, etc. All of that is materials as well as staff, right? I have to cover payroll expenses, things like that. But that was most the hardest thing that I had initially when I started my first business. But as you have to put out money in order to get money, and so investing. That's what investing is all about. And so now that I have a stronger interest in investing and I have more knowledge now, things are a lot easier for me.
Okay. So we got a few more minutes left, so you still have time to make that call. It'd be like Miss Sherry and ask the question that you have on your mind about your feet that you're looking at. So call us at 504-582-9422. Now, Doc, this may be the last question, so you can talk about it as long as you want to.
Okay.
What message do you want to send in aspiring entrepreneurs in the community?
What message? Keep going. Keep going even when it's tough. Keep going even when you have family members, friends, your significant others, anyone in your ear telling you to stop. If there's no valid sound reason or proof to why you can't keep going or doing what you're doing, then keep at it. That's all I can say because tomorrow may not look like today and next week may not look like it either, but definitely if you keep going within 2 months, 3 months, you'll start to see, wow, this is where I am now. So definitely keep going. That's the best advice I can say.
Okay. So we got another call. We got Miss Shannon. Miss Shannon, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi, Dr. Clark. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Miss Shannon? Thanks for calling in.
I'm doing great. So I did hear about you guys, and I heard from, let me just say that thank you guys for being in the community and everything. I did hear about you guys have DME services. Can you tell me a little bit about that, please?
Yeah, so DME services, that's durable medical equipment. So we offer for our diabetic patients and even non-diabetic, we offer therapeutic shoes. So we do have a whole selection of shoes that you can take a look at inside of our catalogs. And if you are diabetic, these shoes are covered by your insurance. You get a free pair through your insurance each year, every calendar year. And it also includes 3 pairs of insoles. These insoles help to cushion your feet, protect your feet, and prevent any blisters, ulcerations, or things that can cause complications. However, if you aren't diabetic and you wanted to, because you work long hours and you're standing on your feet long periods of time, and you wanted to purchase these shoes and just look through the catalog and we can give you shoe recommendations, we can also take care of that for you as well. Many of you guys may have foot pain due to walking and standing on your feet many hours a day at work, or you may be an athlete who just kind of needs some orthotics or insoles. We can fit your feet and provide custom insoles for your feet to help reduce and alleviate your foot pain, no matter what foot type or foot condition you have. Also, some patients may be suffering from a stroke or from some sort of neurological issue, may have had an accident or something where now they have a foot drop or they can't pick up their leg or their foot completely. So we do offer foot drop braces, ankle braces. We customize all of that as well. Any sort of deformity that you have that's impairing your walking or your gait as you move around, I definitely recommend you to schedule an appointment with us. Myself and my associates, we can get you evaluated and select the proper device that will be custom towards your condition, so that now you can have a better quality of life when walking. And this is important. I'm so glad you asked, because typically each day we get a lot of patients who come to us. Now they're coming after, their loved ones have seen they've had recurrent falls, right? And they're having these recurrent falls due to balance issues, due to a foot drop where now they're tripping over one foot after the other. And so we do provide those services. We can help you, whether you think your feet are normal and you just want to get a custom orthotic to help alleviate your foot pain, or some better shoes than wearing, Danskos, the Allegras, in around the hospital. I have a pair of our diabetic shoes on now, and our entire staff wears them. We kind of we enjoy them because they really help therapeutically with your feet. So I'm glad you asked that question.
All right. Well, the clock on the wall says it's time to go. Miss Sandy, do you have anything else? Because we got to get out of here.
No, thank you so much for explaining that.
All right. You're welcome. I'm glad she explained it as well, because I'm learning a lot just sitting here.
Awesome.
So I'm not only a promoter, but I, too, will be a patient. I have scheduled an appointment to be there. Because, I'm a person that don't wear sandals and all that kind of stuff. And at the beach, I will put on those aquatic shoes to put on, so I'm hiding my feet. So I will be a patient as well. So next week.
Okay, nice. I'll be a patient myself.
There it is. And I advise everybody, and I ask everybody else to be a patient as well. But next week we have Crazy Plant Bay, who will be our guest next Wednesday on this show. So tune in 12 noon next week for Crazy Plant Bay. Each and everybody, thank you for tuning in. We thank you. Good day, and God bless. Peace.
Have a great day.
The following is a paid program. It does not necessarily express the views